Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is another pick a card reading for you guys. The topic of today's pick a card reading is where are you at in your healing journey? So go ahead and take some deep breaths, get grounded, and choose a stack of cards or an object that resonates the most with you. Keep in mind this is a general reading. It may not apply to everyone. Parts of the reading that you choose may not apply to you. Only choose what resonates. And if this does resonate with you, feel free to leave comments below. Let's go ahead and get started. Number 1 is the purple and gray crystal. Not quite sure what this crystal is, so if you know, definitely let me know in the comments below. Number 2 is the raw quartz crystal. Number 3 is the yellow citron crystal. And number 4 is the crystal ball. So we're going to get started. If you choose number 1, we're going to get right into it. If you choose any of the other numbers, head to the comments below where my lovely subscribers always post the timestamps. Thank you guys once again for your help with that. So number 1, where are you at in your healing journey? Well, I feel like you are kind of at the beginning in many ways. Like something has definitely happened. I see this with the Three of Swords. There's this really intense, heavy energy. Seeing the card reverse can sometimes mean the opposite of the card, but I'm just feeling like this emphasis, like it's reversed because something happened where you were backstabbed or somebody definitely hurt you. Maybe it's abuse that you're dealing with and recovering from. It could be a breakup. But with this Three of Swords energy, it's very intense and you are definitely experiencing this right now. So there might be anxiety and sleepless nights, or maybe like a depression involved with this, or you're starting to uncover memories that maybe were buried deep down. Somebody lied or cheated or betrayed you, some kind of heartbreak. There's definitely like a feeling of emotional confusion here and entanglement, and this is really what's going on in your present right now. Like you're feeling it hard, and I'm so sorry that you're feeling that and that you're feeling this way. I do feel like it's really difficult right now for you to make decisions while you're in this mental state, and this card is just a calling for you to go within and to definitely spend time healing yourself. Like this is where you're at on the path. This is where you're at in the journey. I feel it's kind of like the caterpillar that goes into the cocoon. Like imagine how restricting that must feel. Along your earlier journey as the caterpillar, you're getting to roam everywhere and eat everything and just explore, and all of a sudden you're trapped. And that's exactly what this energy feels like. You feel trapped, you feel like you can't get out of this situation, it's everywhere, and there's a lot of anxiety. So first of all, what I want to say about this is if you do feel really intense anxiety and depression and you're having a hard time functioning, seek help. Seek out counseling. Go to psychologytoday.com to find a licensed therapist, counselor in your area. Don't be afraid to get help, even traditional help. If that's difficult for you, you know, we're all body, mind, and spirit, so sometimes it's important to get help and also do the spiritual work alongside it. And there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes it's a stigma in our society, mental health, but it's so important, and so you're worth it, you're worthy, and many of us have been there before. I've had counseling, I've had therapy, I've been through stuff like this, so you're definitely not alone. This death card is talking about being in that death process where you've just had to let something go. And I love that in the Wildwood deck, this card is called the Journey. This card in tarot decks usually looks really intense and can be intimidating, but death actually stands for transformation. Because when you think of life as a cycle, death leads to rebirth. And so knowing that you are going to come out of this situation transformed and whole and healed, it's going to be absolutely beautiful. You know, what you're looking at here is going to really change you. Going within to just process these emotions and to go through the grieving process will be good for you. And it's something that we all go through many times in life. And so resistance makes stronger. Don't resist this calling to go within, this calling to kind of pull back from life and kind of rest and go into stillness. So this card is talking about facing the inevitable, facing your fears, you know, not being afraid of this change, even if it was brought about by like horrific circumstances. You are going to be purified and realigned through this process. So what this card is also talking about is the change seeming really extreme and destructive. But the message behind this card in the Wildwood is that old crops need to be cleared to make way for new growth. Anything that no longer serves you needs to be let go of to make room for the new in your life, for new manifestations. So this is talking about letting the threads of the old slip from your fingers with joyful remembrance. Maybe for some of you this is a death, a literal death, or a passing of someone, a loss. You know, this is saying to celebrate and acknowledge the passing of this person and remember them, and, you know, withdraw for a while until you can feel patient and calm again. And to just allow the natural grieving cycle to take place. For some of you guys, you were forced to kind of let go of whoever this is or whatever the situation was. Maybe you moved somewhere and you're missing, you know, where you came from. Maybe it's something like narcissistic abuse or an ex or something like that. And so it can be really rough when you feel like you don't have control over it. But whatever is happening in your life, just welcome it. Whatever energy you're surrounded by right now, welcome it. Ask it, what can you teach me? The wound is your teacher. So there's this hope message as well coming out. I love that. I love that we just see this card and it literally says hope. No metaphor, no picture. That's why I love this deck. It's just, I'm such a word person and I love it. And it's just like hope, have hope, because this transformation process is going to take you somewhere. I want you guys to know that what ultimately led me to traveling the world, living my dream, like, you guys, I'm just gonna stop for a second and tell you guys literally how amazing my life is. And this is the first time in my life I've actually been able to say this. I used to always just be like, oh yeah, life sucks, or talking about my boss or my job or the bills or this or that, but I'm living in financial abundance. I'm traveling the world. I can go anywhere I want, whatever I want, and I wake up whenever I want. I do what I want every day, which is a lot of readings. I love it. And it's absolutely amazing. But what got me here, honestly, was this crazy grieving process I went through. Literally went through this grieving process. I lost a lot of people. Something crazy went down in my life. TMI, I'm just gonna keep it kind of vague with you guys, but really awful. I was left in a situation where I had no choice but to just try to heal and move on, and it was devastating for me. And so I got therapy, I got counseling, I got doctors working with me. I did a lot of writing, I did meditation. I got really into like spirituality and healing because I literally was willing to try anything, because I do still and was struggling with CPTSD. And so shout out to anybody else out there who has PTSD or CPTSD, depression, anxiety. I've been through that. I'm still struggling with that. But after that, like, I was reunited with my true self. I learned how to kind of process my emotions and how to flow with the grieving process. I learned about the cycles of life, death and rebirth. Like, I learned how to heal, and it was beautiful. Like, it's a lifelong skill, and I was able to rebuild. I was able to let go of anything that was holding me back and follow my purpose and, you know, use my talents and gifts, and it's led me to this beautiful path. I would never thank the people that hurt me, but I do thank myself for the choices I made to grow through that. And so this is telling you have a choice, you know. You can sit around forever blaming these people or blaming these circumstances for why your life sucks, or you can choose to educate yourself on healing, to heal through this, to empower yourself, okay? I always tell people before you become a survivor or a thriver, you must first become a victim. So maybe that's where you're at in the healing process. Maybe you're realizing you're a victim to something. Maybe it hurts. That's okay. Stay there for a while. Get your anger out in healthy ways. Like, express yourself, cry. If you just need to sleep all the time and do nothing, that's okay. Like, allow yourself to be down. Allow yourself to go through it. Don't push yourself to let go or get over it or whatever people tell you. This is your healing process. This is your healing journey. And sometimes in order to heal, you got to really become aware, become educated on what actually happened to you in the first place. So educating yourself on the cycle of abuse, educating yourself on healing or self-help, self-love, educating yourself on narcissistic personality types or sociopaths or signs of toxic people, or educating yourself on codependency. See if you have any codependent behaviors in yourself. Educating yourself on how to have healthy boundaries. Educating yourself on loss or grief in general will really help you. Seeking out a therapist or a counselor to help you during this time, someone accredited who is educated in this will help you. So that's the key. That's the key. Basically, the key for you to get through this is education. So, getting books that will help you on it, podcasts, and whoa, this is so weird. I just flipped open my book for a little hint and it flipped straight to this page. And this card says that the Hierophant represents a mentor or a teacher. And also the hunger for knowledge, educating yourself in this situation, breakups, sometimes I remember a couple years ago, actually 10 years ago, I got in a breakup and it was really hard for me, and I found this breakup coach, but he had tons of free stuff on him. You just subscribe to his email list and he would email you stuff every day to help you through your breakup. And so every day I'd open my email and there'd be a little message and it would help me, and it was all free. And honestly, I I'm laughing. I forwarded that to so many of my friends and they're like, dude, this guy helped. I think his name was Eddie or something like that. But anyways, there's free information. There's people who will help you. Just whatever you need, don't be afraid to reach out to get that help. Maybe sometimes people around you don't want to talk about it or can't listen to you, or maybe the people around you are the people that are causing the pain. So sometimes you just gotta reach out. Also, you'd be surprised how many communities offer free counseling and therapy. At one point in my journey, I was able to get free therapy. So this is talking about not being afraid of new experiences and opening your heart to a new teacher or guide to help you on this journey, educating yourself. So I hope that this resonates with you. I'm sending you so much love and light on your healing journey, and I'll see you later. Peace out. So if you choose number 2, the quartz crystal, the natural quartz, where are you at on your healing journey? Wow, we are seeing some really beautiful cards about where you're at. I mean, this is the butterfly. It's a huge symbol of transformation. I kind of feel like you're on the other side of this healing journey. It still affects you. It's still rough. You still have the memories of what it was like in the cocoon and feeling restricted, being backstabbed or betrayed or having some major loss in your life. Definitely got you down for a while, but you've been through the healing process in a lot of ways. I feel like you were seeking out help or mentors, or maybe you did therapy, or you've grown past this, or time has passed and these wounds have been healed. And this is saying you've had an extraordinary transformation. You have had an extraordinary transformation. Things are getting a lot better for you. And I feel like this is just kind of like a job well done kind of message, saying good job, you stuck through it. You didn't give up on yourself. You had faith through the darkest times. You went through that hermit phase of being alone and feeling confused. You put all the pieces of the puzzle together to figure out what happened and why and how, and you got your boundaries back. You've healed from codependency for a lot of you guys. So where are you at now? You're kind of on the other side, to the point where your purpose is becoming a lot clearer. Your purpose is revealing itself to you. And this happens through a healing process. Like there's always something you come out with on the other side. After I went through my healing process, I realized like I have got to get out there and help other people through this. Like I know I'm a healer, I'm a speaker, I'm a coach. Like I want to get out there. I want to start Rainbow Harmony. I want to do readings. And I also realized about my fashion. You guys, I always talk about this on my channel, but you guys know how much I love fashion and styling. And I realized like I've got to make a way for myself to show other people that that's possible to follow your dreams. So maybe you're inspired now. You're like, I want to get up on that stage and I want to sing my heart out, or I want to move to this place and start a new life, and or you know, I want to have kids, or whatever it is. Like you're just realizing like some big purposes, some major moves you want to make in your life, and that's where you're at. Like you're the butterfly, you're spreading your wings and you're just about to fly. You're just about to take your first flight. This is also the passion card. This is the talents and gifts card. This is talking about how you have this unique purpose, how you're full of enthusiasm. You're ready to get out there and just start over and to just shine. So for some of you guys, this might mean a move. Maybe it's a little like a physical move, like you're moving somewhere, you're getting ready to start over and kind of pack your bags and just reground yourself. Maybe the place that you're at is just full of too many memories and you just feel like you need to literally get away from what happened. And this does help, okay? Now I want you to know, when you move, you take all your problems and your anxiety with you. I know that. I've moved a million times, especially this past year. Same anxiety, same nightmares, still dealing with the same stuff. But it does help to be far away, especially if there's someone that has abused you or who you have a really intense like pain with, or maybe you healed from a specific person or group of people. Getting away from them can actually really help. This is also talking about boundaries. Like you know how to set your boundaries, so you're not going to allow any of that negativity in your life. You know how to recognize it. You know how to guard yourself from it. So and really that's kind of what the butterfly does, is it takes flight and it finds a new home. It finds a new place to live. It used to live on the ground in the earth, down low, and now it's up, you know, up high in the sky, flying, seeing a whole new world. So this might be talking about travel in your life being really good for you, to just celebrate the changes and to, you know, seek new opportunities. It's just a great time, honestly. This is like an action phase in your life. Don't forget you have an extraordinary purpose. You went through all of this for a reason. It's the catalyst for your greatest good. If you're not physically moving, it might be talking about just movement in general, movement forward, taking big steps, making an action plan. And the final message for you is surrender. Surrender doesn't mean giving up. It means giving in to infinite possibilities. Maybe through your healing process, you kind of got to that surrender moment where you felt like, I'm just gonna give up on everything. I'm just throwing in the towel. Like I'm so down, I'm so low that there's nothing I can do. But sometimes just surrendering allows, into the healing process, allows the transformation, allows the space for that. And I feel like that's what happened for you. And you've gotten to the other side and it's more beautiful and amazing than you could ever imagine. There's a vibrant energy around you. There's a big message that's like, you found your purpose, you found what you want to do. Go forward now and spread your light, help the others. So I hope that this message resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you later. Peace out. All right, so for those of you guys who choose number 3, here is your message. Where are you at in your healing process? So I'm getting a message for a lot of you guys that this was about heartbreak. Like definitely a loss in your life. I feel like for a lot of people, not everybody, but this might have been losing somebody significant, or it might be twin flame separation or a separation from a soulmate. For some people, because of the Pentacles, this could have been a major financial loss or a depression because you're grinding, you're surviving, or maybe a past of poverty. Maybe it was how you were raised, a lot of trauma in your upbringing or something relating to a parent or both parents. Just, you know, take whatever resonates. And so I feel like where you're at is you have processed a lot of this. Maybe you've done some counseling or therapy, or like you've gotten onto the healing path or a spiritual path. Maybe you meditate, or you do tarot readings, or you go to therapy, whatever it is that helps you to express yourself. I feel like you're very artistic and you like to be artistic and help others. You're also an empath, so you make friends with people who are very emotional, who like to talk, and so a lot of your relationships have been very healing since this major loss. And I feel like some time has gone by, but you're kind of at this point where you're seeing the truth. You've had enough distance between yourself and this trauma that happened where you can really see the truth. And you've processed the pain and the hurt. It still comes up. I feel like maybe you still get nightmares, or maybe you still kind of have flashbacks or memories that are hard. And maybe you still are having a hard time trusting people or just having faith in yourself and in the universe. But it's like you're working on that. You have a motivation because the universe has sent you blessings. The universe has sent you like signs and opportunities, like to kind of keep you going, boost your confidence and your energy. And the right people have come onto your path at the right time. You've been connected to the right information at the right time to help with this healing process. But where you're at now is it's kind of a sadness, because you can see the truth and you're kind of starting to think like, why was I so stupid? Or why didn't I see it before? Or why doesn't anybody else notice this thing? Or like, people don't understand. So you're feeling a little isolated. You're feeling a little bit isolated in this hurt. But I just kind of get this message, like, know thyself is the message that keeps coming up. Like, you're learning exactly what happened to you in your life, your perspective, not the perspective of the people that hurt you or the things that happened, not the perspective of anyone else who is going to tell you how it was. It's your perspective. It's your perspective of what happened, what has happened in your life. And I also feel like you're starting to let go. You're at that let go stage, not like pretend like it never happened or forgive and forget. Oh, that's awful. Remember, forgiveness does not mean allowing it to happen again, putting yourself in the same situation, pretending like it never happened, you know, allowing those people or whoever hurt you or whatever hurt you back in your life. Forgiveness means not carrying the burden and the heaviness and the density of it around with you every day. Allowing yourself to become transformed in a way to where you can live in the present and you don't have to define yourself as the past. You don't have to keep going around telling the story. I remember when I was going through a really hard time, one of my friends, I'll never forget, he told me, it doesn't define you. It doesn't define you. It's not who you are. And like, that just hit me to the core. I was like, wow, like, it doesn't define me. You don't have to go around telling this story anymore. Of course, if you want to tell your therapist or write in your journal, have a close friend or confidant that you need to talk to about it, please express yourself and talk about it. But this is just not letting it define you, if that makes sense. So this card is signifying you've been through hard times. Maybe it was an illness or a job loss or financial trouble, rejection, abandonment, some kind of trauma. And so you are in this process of letting go of the worry, letting go of the anxiety, realizing that that anxiety is counterproductive and damaging. You're learning how to quiet your mind. You're learning meditation, visualization to find your peace. You're trying to manifest a better life for yourself. So that's where you're at. You're finding motivation. You're finding motivation towards new goals in your life. And you're at that process where you're getting the motivation. I see it as kind of like the caterpillar that's breaking out of the cocoon. Like, you're starting to break out and it's a struggle and you're worried, like, am I ever going to get out of this? But like, you're close and you're seeing little peeks into your future and you're getting little miracles, and the light is starting to come in through all the cracks, and it's beautiful and you're illuminated. And so, and you have a new sight, you have a new vision for your life. So this is the infinity symbol. You know, if this was a love situation, this is a message like you will connect with the twin flame or with your life partner. Everything's happening for a reason. This is also talking about the cycles that we go through in life, infinity, over and over, death and rebirth, death and rebirth. And so this has been a death cycle, but you're so close to that rebirth, so keep going. I hope that resonates with you. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. I'm sending you love and light on your healing journey, and I'll see you later. So for those of you guys who choose number 4, where are you at right now in your healing journey? So the first message I'm getting with this card is like you were caught in someone's web, like a web of lies, a web of deceit, cheating, or something like that. It could have been any trauma. You know what you're here for. You know what the trauma was that causes healing journey. But this is reversed. So it's like you've been freed. You've gotten out of this. You've freed yourself. And what's happened is you've basically gone on your own path by yourself. So this is making me think that you're kind of at the hermit stage in this healing process where you kind of pulled back. You've gone within to have like stillness and rest and peace. You've sought out help in many forms. But the great thing is this fox here, it's kind of like the trickster. It's a message of movement. Things are going to be moving forward again really fast. So I feel like that's what you're feeling, because spring is coming, literally, for many of us around the world. And also, you know, figuratively in this situation. So I feel this energy of spring coming. That's pretty much where you're at right now, is like winter is giving way to spring. And this will be a time of amazing new beginnings for you. I feel like you still might have a little bit more to process. There's the message about writing and journaling your feelings and not being hard on yourself if you still have some days where you're feeling kind of that winter vibe of sadness, anxiety, or depression. You're learning how to balance. You're learning you're going to have up days, you're going to have down days. That's where you're at in this healing process. But this is a harvest. Basically, you have pretty much reached the other side of your healing process, and you are starting to gather like the fruits of this journey you've been through. And so there is wealth coming into your life. There is physical wealth, you know, there's a wealth of knowledge that you can carry forward with you. And there's people who are going to be coming into your life who are going to be very generous with you. And I see the 2 of Cups. So maybe this was a breakup, but like now you're in a new relationship and you're opening your heart and you're feeling inspired and you're able to really just be like, I made it through, I made it through. And so that's what I feel for like you've made it through. You've made it through. There will be little tings of pain every once in a while. There will be memories that hit you. I mean, I woke up this morning with like some memories of some stuff that happened a long time ago. So it does kind of randomly pop up sometimes, but putting your hand on your heart and reminding yourself that you're here. It's now. You're in the present. All is well. Like you're healed, you're whole, you're complete, you're worthy. Remind yourself of that. I just feel like now you're at the maintenance stage in your healing journey. Things are getting better. Opportunities are coming in. Love is coming in. You've been on the path of the lone wolf for a while by yourself, processing this, coming out of that hermit mode, manifesting. And now there's a change of paths. There's a change of movement. You're going in a new direction. You're not caught in this web anymore. And you found your balance. So freedom is the message here. I love this. I feel like this is kind of where I'm at right now in the healing journey, to be honest with you guys. Maintenance is part of this. So remember, keep your boundaries strong. Remember to, love yourself, do acts of self-love often. I feel this message about accepting the rewards, accepting what's coming your way. Sometimes when you have these death cycles and like life gets you down, you start feeling like this is all I'm worth. This is all that life has for me. And then when something good happens, you kind of can be scared, thinking the other shoe's gonna drop. You can be looking over your shoulder being like, oh, well, the death cycle's gonna come again, so don't get used to this. No. I feel like you've opened a new door of manifestation in your life. You've kind of planted some new seeds and they've grown and they're blooming. And accept your rewards, accept the abundance, be thankful. This is what life's about. And I think you have a new perspective now that you can carry forward. And that's the most beautiful part of all of this. So I hope that this resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you later. If anyone's interested in a personal reading, head over to promiseharmony.com/services. Some of you guys have been asking, how do I order a love reading? That would be my single topic reading. It's only $33. You can ask as many questions as you want related to one topic. So if you want reading on your career, you can purchase the single topic reading. If you want reading on love, you can purchase the single topic reading. Pretty much a reading on anything, as long as it's just one topic. I have another reading that's called my multiple topic reading. So if you want a reading on love and career and should I move here and do this, try that reading, okay? Just check my website out. Everything's pretty well described. If you have any questions though, you can always email me. And the information is below, promiseharmony.com/services. And meet me back here every single day in March. I will be posting a Manifest with Me in March series. Every single day in March, I'm going to teach you guys how to manifest. We're going step by step, day by day through the moon cycle. So keep coming to my channel. I'm going to have plenty of free content here for you guys as well. Thank you everyone for your support. We hit 15K recently. I'm so thankful and overwhelmed, and I just hope you guys are having an awesome day, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are at in the world. See you later. Peace out.